Hello guys, so today we will be making a cutscene camera script in Roblox. This will make map previews a lot more interesting and it just looks really cool to have in your game. So, let's get started. Alright, so first off we're going to insert a folder into workspace. Then we're going to name this folder cutscene. Then we're going to add a part inside cutscene. Then we're going to name this very first part 1. Then we want to make sure that this part's anchored, and we can move our first part to whatever position we like. Next, we're going to add our second position. We're going to duplicate this by Ctrl D or Command D. Then we're going to move it to our second position. So then we're going to name this second position 2. Now that we have our cutscene set up, we have to make sure we have a trigger part for our cutscene. So we're going to add a part into workspace. Then we're going to name this part trigger. Next, we're going to scroll down and look for starter player. Under starter player, we're going to insert a local script into starter player scripts. And then paste our code by using Ctrl V or Command V. And I'll make sure to leave this code in the comments or the description. But if you guys need any help with this code, let me know in the comments. So now we should test our code. So we touch this part, and yeah, it works. So now the rest of the video is going to be about customizing this camera and to add more cameras in the scene. So let's say we want to add more camera positions to our cutscene. What we do is that we take this part, duplicate it, then we can move it to whatever we like. I'm gonna rotate mine. Now we're gonna name it the next number, which is 3. Then we do this for every part that we add to our cutscene folder. Change it to your position, then name it the next number. So it should go from 1 to 2 to 3, then to 4. So let's try it out. Great. So now let's say we want to make it go faster. What we do is that we go into our local script, then change this to under cueCutsceneCam, and let's change 2 seconds to 1 second. So now it should take about 1 second to go from here to here, then 1 second to go from here to here, then 1 second to go from here to here. So let's try it out. Nice. So let's say we want the camera to move from part 1 to part 2, but then skip the transition, then go to part 3 immediately, then transition to part 4. We can do this by adding S to the part's name we want to skip to. So now it will be 3S. So it's going to go from 1 to 2, then skip to 3, then go to 4. So let's try it out. So it's going to go from 1 to 2, then skip to 3 to 4. Great. Alright, so the transition from here to here was pretty abrupt. So what we can do is make the transition slow down at the end right here. To do that, we have to enter our local script, look for easing style, and change it to quad. And now let's try it out. There we go. Nice. So this is a comparison between the two. As you can see, quad slows down near the end, which makes the transition a lot smoother. Alright, so after you're done adjusting all the camera parts, we can select all the parts, then make them invisible by changing the transparency to 1. Then we can make them uncollidable by turning off can collide so that players don't bump into them. Alright guys, that's pretty much it for the video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. And if you guys would like a code explanation, please let me know in the comments as well. I'll make a separate video for the code. And yeah, thank you for watching. And please let me know if I can make anything easier or better for you guys in the next tutorial. So here's one helpful tip I like to do. You can insert a surface light, and now you can see what the camera's looking at. can change the field of view, change the range, and we can see exactly what the camera is looking at. Alright, I hope you guys have a nice day, and I hope to see you in the next one.